train the mind in meditation, we have to rely on the quality of saddha, or faith, or confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha to begin with. We have to see that training the mind is a worthwhile activity. Once you see that it's something valuable, this will bring up some of the commitment and the sincerity of effort that we need. Because our mind is not yet well trained. When your mind is not well trained, as soon as you sit down to meditate, you'll notice how easily swayed it is by distraction. Mainly thoughts, memories, worries about the future, distracted by feelings and sensations in the body, sounds, many things. That requires a willingness to put forth effort to bring the mind to pay attention to the meditation object. If we don't have much confidence in the Buddha, and we don't have the belief that we can practice and change through this practice, then we won't try. Once we're sitting, we have to find a comfortable way to sit. And the Buddha encouraged us to sit up straight, because you get more energy when you're sitting up straight. Whether you sit in full lotus or half lotus, or sit cross-legged, or sit on a chair, sit up straight. Maybe put one hand on top of the other hand in your lap. Close your eyes and bring all your attention inwards. Because normally our mind is going out through our senses to the eyes. We get caught up in always looking and then thinking, hearing things, then thinking, tasting, touching, smelling, and then thinking about it. Now we're reducing the amount of sense contact by just sitting still, quietly, closing the eyes, but aiming to awaken the mind to the truth by bringing up mindfulness with the breathing. Once you close your eyes and you reduce the amount of stimulation through the senses, you'll also find sleepiness creeps in very easily. You become dull, you become comfortable, and then fall dull or become drowsy. Mainly through the lack of stimulation. So you have to remind yourself of what you're doing and why. You're training your mind bring up mindfulness with the breath. And you're aiming to know the breath, the beginning of the breath, the middle, the end. Breath after breath after breath. And at first it's hard because the mind wanders around. So with your faith and your effort, you need patience and just that willingness to keep coming back to your task of knowing the breath. This quality of mindful awareness, mindfulness, clear comprehension. It's just a natural quality that human beings have. It doesn't belong to anyone. It's just a function of the mind. But we need to train it and improve it, because so much of the time we're not mindful. And when we get lost into daydreaming or fall asleep, Buddha used to say, well, that's like your mind dies for a few moments. You're no longer awake, you're no longer knowing the breath, you're no longer knowing anything. Just lost in the daydreams, the thoughts, or the drowsiness. If you keep putting attention on the breathing and really get to know the beginning, the middle, the end, you have something to be mindful of, the feeling, the sensation of the breath. And that will help you to let go of all the other things, the distractions and worries and sleepiness. And as you become more mindful of the breath, body and mind settles down, becomes more still, more quiet, more peaceful. And the meditation can become more enjoyable. As you are training in mindfulness, this brightens and energizes the mind, which helps you to be patient with any feelings of pain or discomfort in the body. And the more mindfulness you have, you'll find that time passes quickly. You're not bored. You're not seeking to do anything else. But you need to keep putting effort into this on a regular basis, and then you'll get more used to the practice. You'll experience more of the calm states of mind that help you to reflect on the changing nature of your body and mind, to give rise to insight, which will free you from suffering. And when you're mindful, you can see that the body is changing. Feelings of pleasure and pain come and go. Different sensations, even neutral sensations, just things you notice in the body but don't feel either painful or pleasant. You just notice them arise, pass away. And in the same way, the mental experience of thoughts and memories, when you're mindful, you can see them arise and cease. You can see their impermanent, transient nature. And you can also see how things are conditioned. When you think of one thing, this will be a cause for you to think of something else, something else, something else. By association, we link thoughts and ideas, reactions to things together. You can see that thoughts and feelings, memories are not self. They're conditions of mind that arise according to the different causes, and then they pass away. And this helps to free your mind from clinging, being bound up so much with thoughts and feelings. This releases the mind from stress and suffering more and more. So we can meditate together for a period of time till we hear the bell.